there's literally hundreds of different seat or saddlebags out there, and so I've owned I don't know how many throughout the years, and just kind of decided to throw a little video together to give you some little tips and things on picking some out. And anyway, this is my current seat bag that I'm using right now. It's a little Ravex. I think I got this thing free from a sales rep, little sample or something a few years back, but I've actually got a couple of them, but this one's held up pretty well. The material's pretty durable. It's got some reflective bits there and a little tail light strap, which is definitely a nice feature. One of the main features that I like on this one is that, the zipper assembly there, it basically goes all the way down, and then this one actually attaches with an actual strap that you can cinch down, and it clips together. There's several different variations that use velcro straps that they've never really worked out for me. Eventually the velcro gets weak and they just come undone, and zippers can start to migrate open, things like that. And I generally use one seat bag for my road bike to just go out and do road rides, and then I have one same bag that I just switch it back and forth between the road bike and my commuter bike. So that's another feature that I like, is just the ease of swappability, I guess you could say. But the thing with the straps, it's got the seat post strap there as well that's Velcro, but the actual strap that cinches it down to the rails, I like that you can really cinch that tight, because you don't want that, you want it tight, you don't want that bag to be kind of flopping around because it looks kind of goofy. Anyway, that's just some examples of some that I've seen around throughout the years. So anyway, as far as the size of this particular bag, I would consider it kind of medium-ish. It's like 7-inch by 3 by 3 or so, something like that. And as far as what you choose for yourself, it just kind of, a lot of it depends on what you're going to use it for, how long your rides are, your mechanical ability. And a lot of it's just kind of a fashion over function. If you're doing bike packing trips, obviously you're going to have something really large, or I like something about this size for just general day-to-day riding. Anyway, these are the things I have in here. That thing had a little rain cover. I don't know what that's in there for. I just kind of ditched it, but got a little piece of Velcro strap that I'll keep. In this little compartment, I've got basically what tools and things that I would have. This would be one I'd recommend. It's a pretty decent little tool. It's got a chain tool and pretty much all the Allen keys and everything else. So I don't know, I go pretty minimalistic, so basically just got a little 5mm Allen key and a little Phillips screwdriver. These are pretty handy if you're riding groups. Sometimes people with deep dish wheels, or if you have some yourself, it's sometimes you don't have the right size tube, or nobody does, but whatever. Got some little tire boots. If you get a big cut in your tire, a lot of people use dollar bills, things like that, but it's nice just to have a few little patches. Little quick patches work well, or some of the durable handlebar finishing tape works well. This is a little CO2 dispenser. So basically you thread it onto that end, it pierces it, stick your tube in through there, and then it's got a little knob. It's kind of like a water faucet. You just turn it on, it regulates the CO2. I just used it for the first time the other day, and it worked really well. And I've got just a little, wrap it up in a little piece of old t-shirt material there. Works nice as a little rag. And got some little tire levers. Normally you can get the tires off without them, but sometimes if it's rainy or really cold or something, it's nice to have those, or got somebody with a really tight tire that you're helping out. Normally I'll carry 2 CO2s. The rubber thing was on one of the Bontrager CO2s that I had in a little kit. That's just the other one there, that's just a piece of old inner tube. I like to stick those on just because it keeps it from rattling around, and also those things get really cold when you dispense the CO2 there. So anyway, this particular tube, I think that's a 60 millimeter length, but depending on what you use, usually the 48s are decent. I like to get the ones, any tube with the flats on them there, where you can remove the valve core. It's helpful, especially if you need to put a longer extension on there. That's what those other 2 little bits were. One little tip: if you got a tube that's good, that's got some air in it, and you need to deflate it and make it really small, just unscrew the valve tip there and just go on the opposite end and start rolling it up. You stretch it out, you'll have the end part there will fill up, and you just basically go to the very end, let it out, screw it back down, put your valve cap on there so it doesn't puncture anything, and then just start folding it up over from there. I usually put these in a little baggie, and this particular one I just have it in there dry, but usually I'll put some baby powder or something in there that kind of helps long-term wise. But this bag also, it's got some, a little bit of plastic, reinforcement stuff there. It kind of helps, keeps things from wearing through. But this is starting to get a little wear and tear on it, as you can see. So it's a couple of years old. So that's usually about 2 or 3 years, about all they last. But it's a good idea to cinch all that stuff down, just because things will rattle around and such in there. So anyway, just getting her all packed back up here, and I'll add a few different variations of bags similar to this in the description. And that's going to do it for this one. And thanks for watching. Hopefully you found the video useful. Please feel free to comment, and if you have any questions. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching.